start the video, I just wanted to mention that I kind of decided that I like Muse kits a little more than I thought from the first box. So I went to resubscribe to it, and they're not doing any more boxes. This March is the last month that they're doing it, so kind of disappointed because I was like, oh, I like them now. So anyway, that's just the intro. Ready for another retro unboxing? It's a past subscription box that arrived at my house a couple months ago. I have no idea what's in it. I got a bunch of them sitting here. I mean, I do have an idea. It's one of, you know, a certain few. They were opened when I got them to make sure they were the correct thing, and then I closed them up again. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to use the materials in it, make a piece of art, and I'm not going to use anything outside of what's in the box except an eraser, a pencil, and a paintbrush probably. So we'll see what's in it. And it should tell me when it was from. Oh, it's block printed. Oh, okay, yeah, I ordered this because I thought it would be fun. Oh, June from last year, 2024. So, all right, let's take. They always give me a lot of stuff, so let's take them out. I got 2 stickers. Okay, so this is. Now I do have some of this stuff because a few years back I subscribed to it. Artful. I think it was a UK. I think it was a UK-based. A subscription service, and I got something to do this with, but I never did them, so they're pretty much sitting there unused. So I have one of these already, so I may include that in somebody's advent box. And I have one of these. It's a little roller to roll out the ink. So let me explain what they are before I put it away. So this is the carver, and if you unscrew, no, wrong way. Unscrew the bottom, there's your little cutter tools. So, and take this one, say, goes back. And you can unscrew this, and you can, the sharp end leave on the outside. And then, so now it's tight, and you can scrape through this stuff. So there's, is there 2? Or is there, there must be 2 in here. Or, I don't know. These are the things I cut up. No, it's 1? It's really thick. Okay, well there's 2 pieces then that you can work from. Alright, so that's the rubber thing that you cut through. It's kind of, it's very heavy. It's like a rubber, I guess. I don't know. This is the roller, so this is the ink, and you put, I don't know what I put it on. I put it on something. Put the ink down, and then you roll it like this, and then on your carved piece, you roll the ink, and then you press it down, and you get the impression. So, there's that. X-Acto knife. I have one of those. I've got several of those. Oh, there's gold ink, too. That's kind of cool. Oh, no, copper, it says. So there's black and copper, and then... Oh, I see. So this is about the same size as this, so I can make postcards. How nice. So Hanemule, that's a good, or Hanemule, I don't know. This is a high-end watercolor paper company. Well, I don't know if that's all they make, but I have a watercolor book of theirs. Sketchbook. I like the little tin. Can I get this off? Oh, I have to break it to open it. I don't know if I want to. Ah, the box is so pretty. All right, I'll open it. So it's got this printed on here, this picture. And there's, okay, a fake postcard. And a bunch of postcards up top, so just to keep it filled, I guess. So I'm sure that's watercolor paper. Does it say? It doesn't say. Cold pressed, matte, but it doesn't say it's cotton or anything, so acid free. Anyway, so yeah, so you can make your little design and press it on there. Pretty cool. I like that. All right. Oh, it does say it says watercolor postcards, but it doesn't say cotton, so it's probably a combination. And cheese stickers and a booklet. I know in high school, I'm pretty sure I did a linoleum cut, which is linoleum instead of rubber. But I haven't done it really since then. But I'm kind of interested in it. I love how they look. I don't know how good I'm going to be at it. So now I have to come up with a design. Okay, I'm sure it'll be cat related. I'll be back. All right. So of course it's cat. I wanted to do something simple because I don't really know what I'm doing. This is my little phone holder, so I drew this little kitty. I just have to figure out how to do it. I just cut these papers so it was the same size. This is not the same as that came in the kit, but I figured it was one that I had and it was kind of dirty, so I'd rather like keep the other ones nice and put those in the advent boxes. So, and I had this, which is the same thing, it's just a different color. And I had a bunch of these that I've never used, so we will see. I figured I could somehow just trace it on there. If I have my tracing paper, I could at least get a size. So maybe I'll do that. So I'm just gonna trace it. Okay, this is just it's a 9B, so it's just a very soft, easy to like transfer color pencil. So I'll just use that, doesn't matter. So you just trace the back. I mean, I know I could just draw on this thing, but I don't know, this makes me feel better because I've already drawn it and I like how it looks, so. You can also do it with transfer paper, which is kind of like, well, for you old folks, carbon paper. But you can do it with pencil if you don't have that. So I'm going to fit that on there. Sometimes a colored pencil, that might do it. Well, not that you can see it that well, but uh-oh, it's going through. Now the tricky part is figuring out which part you want to cut away and which you don't. Because the part you cut away is what you're not going to put ink on, so kind of want to cut out like the cat, so when you print it you could color it in if you wanted. So I want the cat to be kind of empty and for like the eye line to be like protruding. I don't know. So once I get this done, I'm going to go over it again. So I've pretty much drawn it 4 times, but, well, I've drawn it once and copied it 3 times. I want to make sure it's easy to cut around. So I think what I'll do is I'll use a permanent marker and just make the lines really thick so I'll know what to cut around. I don't know, it's been such a long time since I've done this. I'm just kind of winging it. All right, got everything? All right, kitty. So now, this marker stinks. I think it stinks because it's reacting to the rubber. Ugh, or is it I think it's the combination of the two. This is just like a Sharpie or a Bic version of a Sharpie. I wonder if I should make it extra thick because I want to cut away this part and this part. I just want to leave, the black lines is what I want to leave, except for this mess. I want to leave for printing. All right, so then I figured on this part I could test the different blades to see. This is just to see how they cut. Oh, okay, so you can go like that. You can do like a sideways thing. Okay. I also have the X-Acto knife. I have my own X-Acto knife, so I could do like really tiny spots. Let's try the thicknesses of these. Okay. Bigger one. Ow. They're sharp. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a nice thick one. So maybe I'll try this one. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I'm cutting the right thing. Oh, you're not supposed to cut towards yourself, by the way. It just seems easier so you could see it. And you can kind of control, like I just went through that narrow part and I was able to control how narrow it went. Because I could go a lot thicker than this, but when I let up on it, when I let up on the pressure, it came upward, so it didn't go where I didn't want it to go. Oh, that's all bumpy. I don't want that. Maybe I need a smaller one in here. Also, I don't know how deep to go. You want it deep enough so that, you know, the ink won't get into this part. I just feel like this would be a tough thing for me to do all the time because, I don't know. It doesn't seem like you can, well, I suppose if you're good at doing it, you can be precise, but well, this is why I like markers, you know, because I can be precise with them. I always like the look of this, though, the way it's carved, like the ridges looks kind of cool. Oh, no, no. See, and once you make a mistake, it's like, oh, yikes. It's not like you can erase it, you know? I think I'm gonna have to go in and do once I get out big chunks, I'll go in with the smaller one and clean it up as much as I can do it. Because these lines are all like bumpy and I want it to be smooth-ish. Yeah, this is easier than, from what I remember, the lino part, it's like a softer linoleum, but it's still harder than this. I mean, you have to like push through it. And underneath is like a chunk of wood, if I remember correctly. So it seems if it's softer, there's less danger of, you know, like missing. Plus the linoleum on top is slippery. This isn't slippery, so I feel a little safer carving toward myself. Oh, it's I took the bottom off, but it's easier to put your finger in here and guide it. So yeah, the small knife makes it easier to be precise, I think. Just takes longer. How the heck am I going to get in here and do the pause? But drawing the line in the black Sharpie really helps. I don't want to keep switching, but I should do all the small areas first, I guess, but either that, I don't know, maybe you should do all the big areas and then go in and clean it up, or you should do all the small areas and then just clean out the rest. I don't know. There must be a technique. I have to put the fan on again. I think if you kind of rock it back and forth, you can go slowly, and it seems like you have a little more control. I don't know, maybe I'm just making it up. Well, it feels really good to do it. I like cutting it. It is pretty relaxing though. See, I think this is where I'm gonna have trouble with it. It's really small. So let's get the small one. So you just have to move very slowly, I guess. And this is a simple design. I can't imagine people who do those like intricate big designs. All right, I think I'm gonna just do this. I was gonna do like a little open mouth, but I think it's gonna be too hard. I suppose you could just use like ink too, like you know, like if you have I have a big ink pad that it would fit this. I suppose you could use that too. Why not? I mean, if you don't have paint or whatever. What is this? It's block. Oh, so it's special block printing paint. It's separating. I wonder. You must have to shake it. Oh, pretty. So it's a little sticky. Oh, it stinks. Everything stinks to me. It's like acrylic, but it's it says water-soluble ink. So I guess it's ink in a weird form. All right, this is not. I gotta keep taking these out. I should have two. I should have one with a thick one and one with a thin one going, but maybe I'll do that. So Then this one feels, I don't know, feels a little sturdier. Because this is Speedball, so this is like more professional or more, this is a brand name, I know. This is like, there's no name, so I don't even know where I got this. But this one's definitely better. All right, so this is the thick one now. Yeah, maybe I will. Where is my ink pad? Instead of rolling it out, I have this huge ink pad that should fit pretty well. Yeah. I plan on just, you know, doing a test stamp just to see what areas need to be cleaned up. I mean, it's nowhere near done because I've got to still get into the feet. But the ink will show where I need to take more off or something like that. And yes, this is a good idea, having a larger and a smaller, so you don't have to keep stopping and switching the blades. I like the way this one came out. So I don't want these lines to be as thick as they are. All right, let's do a test and see what I'm missing. Oh, it's cute. It didn't come out too bad. So it's just a couple of little spots that I want to clean up, and you can see on here that there's ink on them, so that looks cute. I thought it was going to be, although, I don't know, the ears don't, I don't know. We'll see. Let's clean it up a little, and then we can try it with the roller and stuff. All right, I think I'm going to just use this. Where's the roller? Okay, so this is my roller. Oh, I'm gonna do gold because I want to leave one of those closed for Advent box. So I don't know how much I'm supposed to put down, but I don't think I need that much, do I? So I do not know how to do this, so I think just get an even amount on there. Where is it? And then kind of roll over it. And then we'll do the other side. Look! Yeah, the feet are a little messy, and up here I gotta clean up a little, but it's cute. All right, so oh, is this still wet? Yeah. So if you don't have a roller, you can just use an ink pad if you can get a big, or they even make small ones and you can just pat it along the top. Yeah, it looks cleaned up now. I mean, it's still a little messy in places, but I like that look. I like that kind of, so it looks like a block print kind of thing. Very cool. So that's it. That was fun and quick, and yeah, I don't know, kind of neat. So that is the retro unboxing for this week, and at Advent time, some of you will get some of this, not this stuff, but the stuff that came in the box. Maybe this, and one of these, or maybe two of these, who knows. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.